Hello, y'all. Shay here. How is everybody doing? Good morning. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning for me at about 10:23 in the morning. And so it's Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. And this is going to be my weekly whip and chat. Whip and chat, whip stands for WIP, stands for work in progress. And then we're just going to chat. So go ahead and pull something out, whether it be craft related or errands or driving somewhere, whatever I can do to keep you company and hang out with you. Let's catch up. We'll talk about some diamond painting stuff, and we'll also just talk about my life in general and kind of just what's been going on. But before we do that, it's so strange sometimes to be telling someone what's going on with yourself and you can't really get a reply back from you guys, in the immediate sense. So before, just like I would with anybody else, when you meet them, you're like, hello, how are you? So how are you doing? Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you did during this time and let me know what you've got going on in your world. I love to read your comments and hit the thumbs up too. If you enjoyed this video, and subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Really, really do appreciate it. I love having y'all here and I'm just having so much fun. So let's just keep it going. All right, so let's talk about what I'm using and what I'm going to be working on. So I am doing a diamond painting and it is from Craftibly. And let me just show you my logbook. I've got a logbook sticker. It's Autumn's Golden Moments. And again, it's from Craftibly. It's licensed artwork from David Rottinghouse. It's a 42 by 60 in centimeters. So it's 142 by 60. So it's a big one. I know I've got you really zoomed in right now. Some folks like to see, the actual, symbols in the image, which I think is cool because I actually do look up and look at a lot of people diamond painting as well during whip and chats because it's satisfying just kind of watching them go down. So I get it. Whoops, I just moved y'all a little bit. Let me make sure you're still, okay. So so that's my diamond painting. And unfortunately, as of the filming of this video, it is sold out on Craftibly's website. But they do have other diamond paintings, so definitely go check them out. And if you're not aware, I am a Craftibly affiliate. So what that means is I have a discount code for new customers and a returning referral link for any return customers. Everything's down below. So definitely go check them out if you're interested in them. They are awesome. So yes, I'm really enjoying this painting. It's very fall. You can tell I've got my yellow tray, my orange pen, my pumpkin cover minder, so I've got all the things. So what I'm going to be using for storage is also from Craftibly, and I think it's also sold out. This is my storage containers, okay? And I've got 2 of these going because there are 71 colors. So there's quite a few colors, a lot of confetti. All the leaves, pumpkins, all the leaves down here at the bottom. I'm kind of ready to be done with this bottom section. Let's see. I'm on the second to the bottom row and I've got this square and then 1, 2, 3 left and I'll be done with the second row. And there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows total. So once I get done with the second one, I'll be getting there. I don't expect to finish this year. It's something that I think I'll just pull out every November, every fall, and work on it until I'm complete, till it's done. So it'll be something to kind of look forward to. I normally don't have whips open and unfinished. So this will be kind of cool. I'll just keep it kitted up and I guess I'll have to buy new storage containers. Oh, well, that's the thing about having multiple whips. You have to buy, multiple storage containers, but that's okay. All right, so my pen I'm going to be using is from Diamond Pen Pal, and they do have the no roll. So it's got the flat surface, so it does, whoa, let me get it on the flat surface, and it doesn't roll. So when you set your pen down between changing colors, it doesn't roll off your table or roll into the glue. I love their pens. I just got this recently. It's gorgeous. So I'll have the link down below. And then my tray is from Bella Art de Nicole. This is one of their older versions. They don't have this anymore. So this is one of their older ones. So I'll definitely have them linked. Love my Bella Art de Nicole tray. And then my cover binder is from Coverminders Siobhan. She has an Etsy shop. And what it's going to do is it's going to keep us company. Oh, the magnet's already underneath the painting. So whenever we start, we're going to peel this back and it's going to I've got the magnet underneath and it's just going to click to it and then hold my plastic back while we diamond paint. Love that. I got that last year. She's got some gorgeous cover minders. They're big and shiny and just really, really fun. So like someone described it as they've got girth. And I'm like, yes, they do. They're very, very, they've got some consistency. If that's, yeah. Is that the word I'm looking for? Anyways, they're good. They're just good, y'all. Okay, what else am I using? I I think that's it in the way of tools. Oh, in my pen, sometimes I forget to tell you guys, in my multi-placer, I do like the thin white ones. I like a 7. I am using Enabler's Outpost Chit. It's Romanian for putty, C-H-I-T, and this is in the cinnamon, and it smells delicious. So good. And then in my single placer, I have micro glue dots, and all these things will be listed down below. And then, of course, my ceramic cutter, so I can cut, the sections and peel them back, and then cut it off whenever I'm done. And I think that's it. And then I'm adding a couple of extra ABs here and there that I had from diamondpaintingdrills.com. So I can put them down below too if you're interested in adding any additional ABs to yours. Haven't really needed to add a whole lot. There is a rhinestone in this one. You can see it right here, this really bright orange. Let me go ahead and peel this back and let's get started. It's so tempting. It's like, come on, paint. It's just staring at me. It's like, I know I'm coming. All right, so let's see, I already have a symbol. Oh, okay. We've got the sun coming in. I don't know. I just now noticed it. I can't change that because I have little windows above the big windows and there's no blinds on the little ones on the top. And that's where the sun's coming in. So hopefully, oh yeah, that's going to affect the lighting a little bit. There's a shadow now. Sorry about that, y'all. I mean, it's pretty. It's got the rhinestones glistening, but I just hope that doesn't cause, oh well, what are y'all going to do? It's life, right? It's real. We got some sun coming in. And what's funny is because I actually have my table, it's on wheels, which I like. I actually scooted it all the way up into my craft room so I would avoid that sun coming in because where it was initially was right where the sun is. And now that I've moved it, it's now moving with us. So I've tried to fix that and I guess it just wants to be here. It's a beautiful day here in Texas. If you don't know, I do live in Dallas, Texas, and it's cold, but it's sunny. So I'll take that. We had on Monday, it was rainy and drizzly and cold and just yucky. And I just didn't want to do anything and it kind of just made me feel blah. But I'd say it's about, let's see, what's the temperature out? It is, the low was 30 and it says the high is going to be 57. That's pretty high because it hasn't been getting out of the 40s lately. So, I've got my Ugg boots pulled out, got my North Face jacket going. So yep, been bundling up this week. So I think it's official. We've kind of gone into fall. I know it's not winter yet, but I know some of you are even getting snow, which is crazy. We don't really get a whole lot of snow here. So when we did that one year, we called it Snowmageddon because it was just, everything froze. We're just not used to that. We're not built for that. All right, so let's talk about, actually, I forgot to mention to y'all, grab a drink. I've got my coffee. You know what I'm gonna start doing? And I wasn't gonna tell you, but I was like, I think it'll be fun. I always grab a cup of coffee before I do my whip and chats. And I think what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start filming me getting my coffee and making it. And then that'll be like the little intro into my whip and chats. What do y'all think? It's kind of cozy and I thought it'd be fun. All right, so I just have a Keurig. So it's nothing like, exciting, but it'd be kind of fun to see the coffee going, see it brewing, see I put some whipped cream in there with a little bit of sometimes I'll sprinkle some cinnamon sugar on top or even like some caramel drizzle if we have it. So yeah, this is making it a little difficult to diamond paint because the light is coming in from this way and my hand's right here. But y'all work with me. I know most of y'all probably aren't even looking. So, alrighty. Now that we've got all the logistics out of the way, let's talk about what's been going on. So last time we talked was last Wednesday/Thursday. So let's back up to that day. So after I talked to y'all, Wednesday, I got a package on the porch. And I'm like, that's weird. I didn't order anything that I was expecting today. And it says COLO, so Cologuard. Cologuard. And I was like, what did my husband order? So I look at the box and it's addressed to me. I'm like, what? So apparently, because along with that, I got an email the same afternoon saying your Cologuard kit has been delivered. Now it's time to do your sample. I'm like, what? Sample? So apparently, a healthcare provider, and I don't know who because no one ever talked to me about it, had no clue this was coming. One of my doctors has told me that I would needed to do a colon cancer screening test in the mail. And I thought, well, maybe this is incorrect. Maybe they sent it to the wrong person. So I read up on, I looked it online because they've been sending me emails and something in the mail. I mean, I got to give them some credit. They are very, very organized, great marketing, box is great. I mean, a lot of instructions. I'm just questioning, I wish they would tell you which healthcare provider. I was going to call them, but I was like, okay, so I started looking at the instructions online. And I'm like, maybe I got this by mistake. And I think it said if you're over 45, then you have to have this done. And I'm 48. So I thought, even if it is a mistake, that it wasn't supposed to come to me. I mean, why would they? I'm sure it's correct because, they have my address, they have my email. I'm just waiting for them. Oh, they've even called me, you guys, and left me a voicemail. So they're like on top of things. I, of course, did not answer the phone because I didn't know the number. But yeah, they really want me to do this test. And I'm like, okay, what if something is found? And, it was meant to be. And this is something I'm supposed to do. So I am putting it off. I don't really know what. I've been trying to find a video online, and I guess they're not going to show you like collection instructions. I haven't opened up the box yet, so I just need to open it up. It's sitting in my bedroom. I keep looking at it. I've had it, like I said, for, since Monday. And I'm like, or no, since last week. And I just keep looking at it going, I don't know about you. I don't know. I don't know what. So y'all let me know in the comments if there's not too graphic or TMI or gross. I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, what is this? What does a sample mean? I'm thinking all kinds of things. All types of things. Is there like a test tube and I have to and then my husband told me I have to put something in my butt, and I was like, no, is that true? So I'm just kind of scared, but I just need to do it. So yeah, that happened. Nice little package on the porch. And apparently, when I do my sample, or however you do it, you have to take it to UPS the same day. And I wonder if it's going to be in a box where they know what it is. How embarrassing, right? I know I just need to get over it, but oh my gosh. So yeah, y'all let me know if you've experienced this Cologuard. I think I'm saying that right. I guess colo for colon. Anyways, all right, enough of all that gross stuff. I tell y'all all this things, so why leave that out? I probably won't tell you the details of the sample though, and how it's actually done, unless it's pretty good, unless it's entertaining. We'll see. Whoa, a drill just went flying. Don't y'all hate? Okay, there we go. I hate that when I go to grab a drill and another one pops out of the tray, and then I'm afraid it got stuck down somewhere or wasn't supposed to, and then you kind of find it randomly on other drills. You're like, ooh, okay. Crisis averted. All right, so where are we at? That was Wednesday. Thursday. I don't remember anything great, exciting, worth talking about happening Thursday. I guess that's good. Just a regular day. And then Friday. For those of you that might be new, which I do have some new folks, so welcome. And I do have 3 kids. My oldest is 17. His name is Ryan. And then I have a 16-year-old named Nate. And then I have a daughter who's 10. Her name's Lou. Her name's Lauren, but we call her Lou. So my oldest, Ryan, has been struggling with mental health. And so he's been going to a facility for the last month now, I guess. In lieu of going to school. It counts for going to school. And they just it's intensive outpatient therapy, basically. And there's group therapy, and he does his schoolwork. And so he's, once a week, they have family sessions where the parents get to come in and talk with him and his therapist once a week. So we had our family session on Friday. And this was our 3rd one. The first one was over the phone, and it was just her and I, his therapist. She's really nice. I like her. And then the second one was in person, and my husband was traveling, so he wasn't able to go. But this time he was able to make it, and it was his first time to go there. So we did that on Friday. We were there for about an hour and a half. It was a really good session, talked about a lot of things. The current situation and topic, one of the topics has been him and his sister fighting and arguing, and why he gets so upset at her and he just can't control himself sometimes. So we're working on that. And and it actually has gotten better. I can't remember a time since Friday where there's been a big blowout or anything has happened. So so it was good to talk it out. So again, this is the second time I've been there, right, in the rooms. You would think a place with therapy, especially like, for parents and just for, a place like that, you would think there'd be boxes of tissues in all the rooms, right? Especially if you're gonna be talking to parents and, or kids can be getting upset, whatever. It can get emotional. And the waterworks flow on me easy. Y'all, I'm like a faucet. As soon as we start talking, I just start crying. I mean, not quiet, just kind of drip, drip, drip. The tears just start coming and they don't stop. Well, the first room that we were in, the first time we were there last week, just her and I, there was a box of tissues, but they were empty. And she even looked over there at one point and said, I'm sorry. And I said, it's okay. I already noticed they were out. She's like, I'm sorry. So this time we were in a different room and I look over and I'm looking around the room and I'm starting to cry and there's no tissues, not even a box. So towards the end, my husband looks at me. He's like, because he knows me too. And I'm like, and he kind of looks at me, makes a face. And I looked at him and I'm like, it's okay. She knows how I am. And she goes, and I know there's no tissues in here again. I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm just going to bring my own next time. So yeah, we don't have our next one scheduled, but we need to. So that way we can, I can bring my own tissues. So yeah, so that happened, but it was good. So we did that Friday. And then after that, we picked up my car because we had dropped it off earlier that day to get the windows tinted. Because on my car that I got, it's kind of newish, I guess. Well, not as new as it was, but it didn't have any tint on the windows. And here in Texas, it gets very, very hot. And you can actually get like a sunburn on your arm. I mean, it was just like blazing in and making the car really, really hot. So we got the windows tinted. They're almost too dark now. And I have a hard time seeing out the back window with my sunglasses on. Yeah. So I've got to get used to, I feel like I can't see as much outside the windows, and that's kind of scary. I don't want any blind spots or any, yeah. So I just got to get used to it, but no complaints. I mean, it looks really cool. Looks cool. So that happened Friday. I don't remember what we did for Friday night for dinner. Maybe pizza. That's what we normally do. And then I'm going to get a sip of coffee real quick, y'all. Hold, please. All right, let me just make sure we're still recording because I've had some doozies lately where they haven't been recording. All right, we're still good. So let's see. Saturday, I got to be a guest on a live. Yes, so fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I got to be a guest on, and it was a special live too. So I got to be part of a party. Bella Art Day Nicole. So Jamie and Nicole over there, they do the trays and all the other cute stuff they do. They're so creative. They have so many cool little products. They hit a couple of big milestones and we had booked this live. They asked me to be, so originally I was going to be a guest on their live a while back, but stuff was going on with Ryan and it was during visiting hours and I wasn't able to go. Or do it. So I had to reschedule. So we rescheduled it for, a long time ago for that Saturday. Not knowing that they were going to be, hitting some milestones that same. So there was a ton of giveaways. They hit over 25,000 in sales, which is crazy, right? And then I think it was over 7,000 Facebook members in their group. I hope I got all the stats right. So yes, so they were giving away, and they were so generous. They were giving away 15 trays on the live for whoever who was there on the live. And then an additional 10 more trays for folks that just were going to be watching the replay and they just had to fill out a form. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful trays. We weren't really sure how to do the giveaway. I've only given away one thing at a time, maybe a couple of things, but never 15. So I really wasn't much help, but I tried to help where I could as far as trying to find winners. So we just did the spin the wheel and it would pick numbers. And we had to do that 15 times. We did it more than 15 because sometimes no one had picked that number. So yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Did that, and I got to know them a little bit more. And yeah, so they're really nice people. Wish we lived closer to each other so I could help them out. Jamie's going to be leaving. He's in the military and he's going to be leaving for a little bit. And she's going to, but I know she's got help. But I know she's got some health issues too. So I just, they're really, really nice people. So yeah, I did that. And then what did we do Saturday night? The live was long. The live was like a 2-hour long live because of all the giveaways, right? And then they were doing other giveaways for an event that they're doing. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I just kind of hung out and it was nice not being the host, to be honest. I just got to like, y'all take over. I'm just going to chill out over here and just say hi to everybody and just hang out. So there was like no pressure to have to coordinate anything. It was great. So did that. And then Saturday night, I don't remember what we did. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. It seems so long ago, y'all. And I try to take notes, but sometimes I don't take notes. I'm bad about taking notes. And then Sunday. Sunday. I had my live on Sunday. So for those of you that may not know, I do go live on Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So please join me. It's okay if you've never been before. You can say hi. You can just be quiet. You can treat it just like a podcast or a whip and chat, and you can just hang out. Or you can hang out with us and chat. Love to have you either way. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I just want to make sure, that no one feels left out. That's my, I just want to make sure that that's clear, and I want to make sure no one ever feels that way. So if you do, let me know, because I never want to give that vibe off. Let's see. So Sunday, I did not have a guest, because back in the past, I had quite a few guests back to back. And I was in a mood, y'all. I don't know what was going on with me. I was feeling a little spicy. I was in a great mood. I don't know why. I mean, I'd gone to the grocery store. Maybe that's what it was. I got something done. I kind of had that off my mind. They got the groceries done for the week. Went to the grocery store on a Sunday, which was crazy. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I normally try to do, those type of errands during the week when a lot of people are at work. But sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, or I don't feel like doing it during the week. So I'll just kind of put it off until we have like no more food. And a lot of times that's on Sunday. Or I have to think about, meal prep for the week. And I kind of have to be like, oh, okay. Or we'll like eat out like Friday and Saturday. And then by Sunday, I'm like, okay, it's a school night. I gotta make some dinner. Which, speaking of making dinner, I'm actually proud of myself. I'm on a roll right now. So my husband travels during the week. And I have its tendency to do fast food when he's out, because the kids like it. I don't have to cook. It's just kind of easy, but it does get expensive, right? And I know it's not great for us. So when I went to the store Sunday, I bought like 3 or 4 days worth of meals. And last night was the third night, and my husband's gone, the third night in a row that I made dinner. Yep. I made salmon last night, and then it was, I don't know, sliders the night before maybe, and then pasta the night before that. So I've got chicken thawed out in the fridge. I think we're going to do chicken tonight. I've got to try, because I know he's still gone. He won't be home till Thursday. And so it's real easy to go, oh, I'm tired, or I don't feel like cooking. And the kids are like, yeah. Or the kids will ask me for fast food, and I'm just like, okay. So we've gotten to a really bad habit of doing that when he's traveling. So I'm really, really trying to break that habit, because he just recently started traveling during the week. So yes, y'all, our Christmas lights stopped working on the house, and that was, speaking of him being out of town, and I was like, oh great, what am I going to do? And I noticed only some of them were lighting up, and wherever it stopped, that's where like the connector. So I almost thought maybe they were loose, but it was a part where I'd have to get the ladder. So I was going to take care of it, but I mentioned it to my husband, and he's like, okay, I'll go look at it. And he doesn't like heights. He's afraid of heights. So I normally have to do the ladder stuff, but I guess it wasn't that high. It was kind of more on the side of the house, on the roof. And he didn't have to get up on the roof, of course, but he just got the ladder, and he asked Ryan to help him. And they were out there for a little while, and then all of a sudden I saw the lights on. I'm like, yes. And then Ryan came in, and I'm like, what'd y'all do? Because I figured Ryan was the one that went up on the ladder. He's like, oh, I don't know. Dad got up there. I'm like, oh. So I guess Ryan couldn't do it. And my husband said he was messing around with some more stuff, and he was able to get him back on. So I was a little worried. I thought, oh no, we just spent this money. We, did our lights go out? Are they broke? Because we've had these lights for years now. And I'm like, oh no, I just spent to have the lights, I spent money to have the lights put on the house. It's, not even Thanksgiving yet. And we haven't even had them on that long. And I just thought they were going to be dead. But yeah. So yay, I got the Christmas lights working. The kids are, speaking of Christmas, the kids are out of school all next week for Thanksgiving break. And Lou really wants to start decorating for Christmas. So I think what I'm going to do, I typically will do it after Thanksgiving, and I'll do it like when the kids are at school over a couple of days. But I'm like, you know what? Why am I doing it all by myself? They're old enough now to help. Or at least Lou is. I don't think the boys have any interest, but you never know. So I am thinking about pulling all the Christmas stuff out of the attic and decorating next week. Yes, I know I said I was going to wait till Thanksgiving, but it's close. And, I figured we don't have any plans. We're not going anywhere for Thanksgiving. We're going to be home. So it'll give us, a project, something to work on. So I think that's the plan for next week. All right, so where do we end up? Okay, sorry, I got off my topic here. I got off my plans. So that was Sunday, did the live. And Monday, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh gosh, I'm kind of embarrassed to tell you this story, but I got to tell y'all. Because it's kind of funny now that I look at it. Well, I was laughing after because I couldn't believe it. All right, so I went to my gynecologist a week ago for my post-op hysterectomy appointment, okay, for my 6-week appointment. While I was there, I had mentioned to my doctor how I've been feeling really fatigued, and I don't know why. And he's like, well, you're 48 and hormones. He's like, why don't we do some blood work? And I hate blood work. I don't know how else to say it, but it's like one of the worst things to me. That and throwing up are like the top 2 things that really make me squeamish and really I have a hard time with. Throwing up, seeing someone throw up, the whole thing. I can't even. So I was like, okay. So I scheduled it for Monday morning where I could, my husband could help out and I could fast and not have it be too late in the day. Because that's why I couldn't do it that day that I was there because I had already eaten and, had coffee and everything. So this appointment was set up for Monday at 8:30. So I have a really hard time drinking water. I'm really bad about drinking water, y'all. And I know I need to get better. Maybe that's why I'm tired, because I'm not drinking water. Maybe I'm dehydrated. I don't know. But I drink coffee, and then wine. It's pretty much my intake of fluids. Maybe a bottle of water. I mean, I try to drink at least one during the day, if that. So I know that's so bad. Y'all don't come at me. I know, and I need to try to do better. At least I'm aware of it. So anyways, I was like, okay, I was, not going to take, not going to drink any, only drink water in the morning. So I was kind of focused on that Monday morning. Kind of woke up late. Lou wasn't feeling good, so she didn't go to school. So I basically woke up and went to the doctor at 8 o'clock. And it's 15 minutes from the house. So I grabbed a bottle of water. And of course, all I had the night before was wine. I don't think maybe a little bit of water, but not much. I kind of forgot to hydrate. And I thought, oh, I've been really good lately with giving blood. Haven't had no problems. I got this. So I was kind of getting a big head going, I'm not even scared this time. I'm good. Maybe I'm over my fear of giving blood because I've had to do it a lot recently. And I thought maybe that's all I needed was just keep doing it and then it won't be such a big deal. So I got all full of myself thinking, I'm good. I'm just going to drink this bottle of water there and I'll get it good to go. Oh no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened, y'all. Okay, so I get there, and again, this is not a lab place. It's my doctor's office. So, doing blood work is not their main focus. So they have one little chair, kind of in the corner. So the nurse who normally helps me with the gynecologist stuff with my doctor, was the one going to be taking my blood, and so. We go back there and she's kind of stumbling around and trying to find everything. Cause again, I don't think they do this all the time. And I was like, oh gosh. And so she's like, so what arm? And I said, it doesn't matter. I said, I don't want to do this anyway. So whatever. And I said, yeah, I don't like this. I thought that's all I kind of said, but I wasn't making it a big deal because I was like, not a big deal. I got this. Cause normally I kind of tell them, I do not like this. I do not, I've passed out. I mean, I give them all the things. I was like, I don't need to tell this lady everything. I'll be fine. So roll in my sleeves and she's like, oh, wow. And I'm like, yeah, they normally have to use a butterfly needle to get anything. She's like, you've got baby veins. She goes, I can't see anything. She goes, I might have to get Carla. I was like, okay, who's Carla? So she has me squeeze the ball and here we start the process. And she's got me squeezing. She does she ties that little, band on the top of my arm, cutting off my circulation and, pump. She's like, squeeze your hands. And I can just, she's just talking the whole time and telling me too much. She's like, girl, she goes I can't see any. Oh, I see a little vein right here. You don't have the big juicy veins like I'm used to seeing. And I was like, okay. So I wasn't saying anything. I'm looking away the entire time as she's talking to me. So you think that'd clue her in that I don't like this. And why are we talking about it so much? So she's like, oh, I think I see one over here. And she's getting both arms and she's trying both arms. Y'all, this took so long. And I don't even think I was breathing. I think that was part of the problem. So she finally goes and gets Carla because she's like, I don't see anything. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything. She's mushing around in my arm with her fingers, poking on all the veins and moving everything around. And I feel like I'm going to throw up, but I haven't said anything yet. So Carla comes, and Carla is the office manager. I didn't know Carla was a nurse. I just know her as like the office manager. So Carla comes over and she's like, I'm sorry, I've got coffee breath. And I was like, it's okay. I mean, they were just hanging out like it was no big deal. And I'm like panicking. So she goes, let me see. And here they are both talking about my veins. They're like, okay, I think this one will work. And the nurse is like, okay, well, if I can't do it, Carla, can you try? And she's like, yeah, I'll give you they're all talking about the vials and the blood and how much. And this went on and on and on for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know. But they just kept talking about my veins. So they poke the needle in and they're both standing there over me talking about it. And they're digging it around. And I hope this doesn't bother anybody. They're digging the needle around. And I'm sitting there with her like, are you okay? And I'm like, okay. Like, we're sorry, dear. We're just really trying to find this blood in here. No blood's coming out. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. So they pull out, even talking about it, y'all, they pull out the needle and they say to me, all right. She goes, girl, it's not even bleeding after we pulled out the needle. And she's going to get the Band-Aid. And she's like, we're going to try the other arm. All of a sudden, I feel hot. And I feel lightheaded. And I feel like I'm going to throw up. And I start sweating. And I got to say something to them. I'm about to pass out. So I look at them and I'm like, I don't feel very good. And she's like, oh, girl, you're white. Yeah, let's, hold on. So she grabs a fan. They've got this little handheld fan. They go and grab a trash can. And then they go and grab, some wet paper towels. They put them on my forehead. They put them on my neck. They leaned me back. Y'all, I was so close to going. I thought I was gone. But the sad thing is about this whole thing, I didn't even give blood. I did not even give any blood. Why am I having this reaction? So in the past, I have passed out. And I thought it was because the lack of blood, right? The blood that they had taken out. And my husband, when I got home, I was telling him everything. He's like, honey, you didn't even give any blood. You're that squeamish? I'm like, yes, I guess so. I'm so embarrassed. And they made me sit there for a very long time. And y'all, I felt so out of it. It was so weird. The room was spinning. I felt like I was like in a tunnel. It's so hard to describe. And I was sweating. And it was cold out. I mean, they had this fan on me and they were, both just, you want some water? And so I said, yes, they went and got me some water. I didn't even give any blood. That whole thing was for nothing, At least I didn't pass out. So the chair that they had me in, it had like the little arm things on the side. So it was like totally open in the front. And at one point I leaned over and I was holding my head in my hand and I thought I was going to go forward and hit the ground. And that's why one of them was standing there kind of holding me back a little bit and trying to lean me back. Y'all, I cannot believe I reacted like that and not even giving blood. But it's just, I couldn't, it was just too much. I couldn't just, no. So they're like, well, so sorry. Like, what a way to start your Monday off. I'm like, it's okay. So I started to feel better. I started to, not be as hot, and the fan really, really helped. So, I mean, I got to give them so much credit. The office manager, who I wasn't really sure about helping out, was amazing. Like I said, she must be a nurse or something, but she was so good and so sweet to me and just wanted to make sure I was okay before I stood up. And they gave me, they went and grabbed some paperwork, and they want me to go to a lab because they didn't feel qualified to be able to get blood. So I have learned my lesson. I probably was not severely, that's a little dramatic, but I probably was dehydrated because I don't drink water. And I told her, I said, well, I drank a whole bottle of water on my way here. She's like, oh, honey, you have to that takes a while to kick in. You have to drink a couple bottles of water right when you first wake up. And I'm like, oh, so that one I drank like on the drive here doesn't even matter. She's like, no. But y'all, they couldn't get anything. And I just was like, whoa, it was so gross. So yeah, that was my Monday. And I got in the car and I started filming a little clip for my Patreons. And I looked back at that video and y'all, my face is as white as a ghost. I had no color left in me. I mean, I wish I could say I at least gave blood so it like warrants that kind of reaction. But no, I'm just a big baby and I just can't take it. So now I'm scared again. And now I'm going to be all, so have I gone to this lab and got, no. I even thought about this morning. I'm like, I don't feel that tired anymore. I think I'm okay. I don't want to give blood. I don't want to do it. I don't like the fasting part either. I'm a big baby, y'all. I got to have my coffee and my food when I wake up. And I don't want to have to wait and not have my things when I wake up, especially my coffee. So yeah, that happened. So that was Monday. And then Ryan, my oldest, is sick. He started feeling bad over the weekend. And so he didn't go to his program on Monday. He stayed homesick. And y'all, it's Wednesday and he's still homesick. He doesn't have a fever, but he's very congested, sore throat. I mean, all the things. I almost feel like I need to take him to the doctor because he's not getting any better. Well, maybe he's starting to by now, but I don't know if I guess he's just got a cold. But his program, after missing 2 days, they're like, okay, since it's his third day, we're going to give you a Zoom link and he can call in Zoom. So that's actually where he's at right now. He's in his room and he's using my laptop and he's actually doing the Zoom call. So that way, he can get, not fall behind and still get the therapy and the schoolwork and all the things. So, because again, it counts for attendance for school. Yep. So he is homesick. So he was homesick on Monday. And then Monday night, so if y'all remember from if you listened to my last Whip and Chat, which thank y'all, by the way, for all the suggestions, I had mentioned talking about Lou's hair. So I have naturally curly hair and she was blessed with it too. And be careful what you ask for because I wanted, after having 2 boys, when we decided to have a third, I really wanted a girl really, really bad. I'm like, I want a girl with curly hair. Oh, y'all. Oh my gosh. It is. All right. So we've been battling a couple of knots and I can't get them out. I just can't. They're so not, and she cries every little time I try to do anything. And it's just, it's me. And I just don't think it's going to work. So but y'all suggested some great stuff. So thank you in the comments for all your hair suggestions. I'm definitely going to get her a silk pillowcase, maybe even a bonnet. I did braid her hair the other night when it was wet. So what basically happened is we were sitting at dinner Monday night and we were telling my husband about her hair because he made the comment. He was like, what's sticking out on the side of your head? Because we'd been messing with it. And I said, that's a knot we're trying to get out. We're taking a break, but we're going to try again after dinner. And he goes, let me try. Lou and I looked at each other. We're like, what? I was like, all right. Lou's like, yeah, maybe you'll be better than mom and you won't hurt me. I was like, oh, okay. All right. Bet. I'm like, go do it. I said, I need to leave the room so I don't get involved. Well, I never left the room. I was in the kitchen because they sat at the kitchen table. He made her sit there for an hour. He's got so much patience and she doesn't cry with dad. I mean, a couple times she did, but not like with me. She was holding it in and like trying to be brave and everything. But he got one side out because she had him on both sides. It's right where she puts her hair like behind her ears. And he got one out an hour and he was going to make her sit and do the other side. And I said, no, I'm going to get online right now. I'm going to make an appointment for the haircut place across the street that does kids. And so I tried to get something for Tuesday, but the earliest they had was Wednesday. So she actually has a haircut appointment today. She does have one knot still. So we are going to have them. I don't know how long it's going to take. I hope it doesn't hurt. She's really scared and nervous. And I just said, we got to get it out. We've got to, but how my husband said he did it and it's pretty smart. And I guess I was doing it differently, but he was using his fingers the whole time and his hands, just slowly, pulling out, and he never even used a brush really. And I'm just trying to get a hold of her hair, like at the roots, so it doesn't hurt and it doesn't pull. I'm squeezing it real tight and I'm trying to brush it out and it doesn't work. But he was just pulling with his fingers, pulling and pulling and pulling the pieces apart little by little. And, I did have to cut out a tiny little section, like a tiny piece, because it was just like the center of the knot and it was so matted up. Y'all, it's just, her hair is so bad. So that was Monday night. So he was good. So I really appreciate the help. And then of course, as soon as she comes to me when he's out of the room, she starts crying. Dad hurt me. I'm like, why didn't you say something? Y'all, I don't know what it is. They just come to mom, I was like, it's okay. We'll get the rest, we'll get it out. And okay, so that was Monday. And then Tuesday, Lou said she was sick. I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, we can't seem to get everybody to school. Just can't seem to do it. So Lou was homesick on Tuesday. And was that yesterday? Yeah. She was, no, was that right? Oh, that was Monday she stayed home. That's right. She stayed home Monday. Sorry, y'all. Her and Ryan stayed home Monday. That's what it was. Okay. So I'll say she went to school yesterday. So she broke her bike. And I think I mentioned that to y'all. She called me when she was in the neighborhood and she's like, Mom, my bike broke. It won't go. So I borrowed Nate's truck yesterday. And because Nate stayed home from school because he had a sore throat. Oh my gosh. And I borrowed his truck and I took her bike to the bike shop yesterday. And $32 later or 30 something dollars later, I had to drop it off. I went and ran some errands and then they called me and said it was done. And I went and picked it up. So she's so happy. She's got her bike back. But I had to talk to her. I said, they said that you might have leaned it down on its side and not like use the kickstand and you bent something. So you got to be careful with your bike. You can't just like throw it down. And if you are going to lean it down on something, lean it on the other side, not on the side where the gears are. So yeah, really, really nice place. That's where we bought her bike from. So, while I was doing that, I went to Hobby Lobby because there's now the Hobby Lobby close to my house I've been to the last 3 days. And if y'all are on my live on Sunday, I did a giveaway for one of the Diamond Art Club Christmas holiday ones that they have exclusive to Hobby Lobby. Now, there was 2 of them that I really wanted. There was a Santa, and I got him. And then there was this puppy dog. It looks like almost like a lab or a golden retriever. And he's got a Santa hat on. It's really cute. And I've been to my Hobby Lobby the last 3 days and could not find it. So yesterday I was like, okay, I'm going to drop the bike off. There's a different Hobby Lobby right across the street. So I had it all planned out. So I went over there and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking in the same spot that my other Hobby Lobby had them. Of course, this didn't have them there. They had them in a different location. And so I looked and I saw they didn't have the Santa one. And I was like, okay, well, they don't have that one. I've already got it. But I went, because what I did was I only bought one when I got the Santa one and I gave it away because I know that my Hobby Lobby had several of them. So I gave it away and I mailed that out yesterday to Tammy. So congratulations, Tammy. Got that to her. And then I also, went back to Hobby Lobby to get another one for myself. So I do have one for myself. But then I was really on a mission to find this dog. So I'm looking and I find them and they don't have it. They have Peanuts, they have Diamond Dots, they have all these other ones. And I was like, nah. So I keep walking around. I'm like, well, since I'm here, I might as well just walk around. So I'm going to be doing Christmas cards for folks for Christmas. And I wanted to put a little surprise in the cards. So I was looking around at some of the arts and crafts stuff and I looked down and y'all at a different end cap, totally away from the other ones. I looked down and it was like meant to be. It was the very last aisle, very last end cap. I mean, I don't know. I'm surprised I went over there because I'd pretty much given up. There they were at the very, very bottom by themselves, 3 of the puppies. So I bought 3 puppy dog pictures. So now I'm going to do a video showing both of the Hobby Lobby paintings. So y'all can go check them out if you want to. And I'm going to be giving one away. Yep. So this Sunday, come to my live and let's do another giveaway. Because like I said, I got 3 of them. So I did get one for a friend that I thought she needed one, but she does not need it anymore. So, but yeah, I'm going to keep one for myself and then I'll have 2. So maybe I'll give one as a gift to a friend and then I'll gift one away. I'll do a giveaway with y'all. So yes, that's my plan. So I was really happy. And then while I was there, they called me and said the bike was ready. So yeah, it all worked out. And then I stopped and got lunch and came home. What else happened yesterday? So I think that was it. All right. I got something to tell y'all. something else did happen yesterday, and I kind of reacted differently than I thought I was going to. Let's talk about Oreo. Now, Oreo's our bunny. Our bunny. He's my daughter's bunny. We got him February of this year. February of this year. And he's about a year old. And I've told the story on my last Whip and Chat or two about Oreo. We call him Mr. Grumpy Pants because he's just not very nice. And Lou wants nothing to do with him, really. She's afraid of him. Every time she wants to go in her room and he's out, she has to call me to come help her get him away from the door because she's scared to walk in there. When she plays with her friends in her room, she has to put up a barrier of pillows and things and like a wall so he can't get to them. It's like a whole thing. He has totally damaged her room. He's torn up all her carpet, but we were going to replace the carpet in there anyways, so we kind of just let him do his thing. It just hasn't worked out. She wants a big bed, and right now his cage, his big 2-story hutch, is in her bedroom, and she's got a twin-size bed, and she wants a full. How are you going to fit everything in there? And like I said, she doesn't take care of him. I do. So and I think I told y'all this recently, that we were going to find him a new home. Well, we did. Yeah. I had a good cry yesterday. I was surprised by my reaction. I wasn't expecting to get upset. I just feel several different emotions. I love animals, absolutely love animals. And I know that's one thing. And of course, I got attached to him. I was on a mission, to like make him like me, and even though he was grumpy, he was funny. And, he told us what was up. And what happened was my mother-in-law lives about 20 minutes from us. And in her neighborhood, they have a Facebook page just for their neighborhood. And she sees animals on there, people, rehoming their animals and she actually got a guinea pig from someone in the neighborhood by doing that. And I told her, about, we needed to find Oreo a new home. And she said, I'll help you out. So I sent her a picture of Oreo and a picture of his cage and said everything would be included. And we just want to find him a new home. So she sent me a message a couple days ago and said, I have a lot of people that said that are interested, but no one has said yes yet. I'm like, okay. So yesterday she contacts me and she's like, found him a home. There's someone that wants him. And they're asking if we can deliver him to them. And of course she lives near my mother-in-law. So, and what I'm really happy about, this makes my heart so happy, is they already have a bunny. They already have a bunny and they want their bunny to have a friend. And I think that's what Oreo needs. He needs another bunny. I think he's grumpy because he's lonely. Everyone's kind of afraid of him, to be honest. And you can't pick him up and all the things. So, yeah. So we are going to... I was afraid my mother-in-law was going to be like, can you bring him today? And I was like, ugh. I wanted Lou to have the opportunity to say goodbye to him. And so I said, what about tomorrow? And she said, can you do tomorrow? And I said, yes, it would have to be after 5 though, because Nate's going to be at school until then. And we're going to need to borrow his truck because I need to put the hutch, the big bunny hutch and the travel, all the things for the bunny. We're going to give him everything we have, except for the bedding, because we can use the bedding still for Daisy, our hamster. But the food and everything we have, we'll give them to them. And so I said, okay, we can do it after 5. And I said, that way, Lou can say goodbye and she can come with me. So when I picked Lou up from school yesterday, I was afraid to tell her because I didn't know how she was going to react. So I told her in the car after I picked her from school, we were driving home and she was okay. I mean, I was expecting her to be upset. Or maybe not. I didn't know really what her, because we've been talking about it a while about finding him a new home. And I think she was ready. So, and he's chewed up so many of her Barbies and her toys and her books. He's ruined so many of her things. She feels like she's a prison, like she's a prisoner. Like she can't go in her own room and she can't have anything out because he just destroys it. So, but we want him to have free time and not be in his cage all the time. So I told her, she dealt with it. She was like, okay. And she's like, but do we get to see Nanny and her guinea pig? Because we haven't seen Nanny's new guinea pig. And I'm like, yeah. Okay. So that was it. And she didn't really say anything else. So, but when I talked to my Patreons yesterday and to give them an update on Oreo, I started crying. And I was like, where is this coming from? The tears just came out of nowhere. And I thought, wow, okay. So it's like we just needed a good cry over it, you know? And then, so this morning, Lou she gets to bring a stuffed animal to school. So she went up to her room and to get a squashmallow. And she comes out of her room and she's crying. She saw Oreo. She thought it was the last time she was going to be seeing him. And she was just bawling. And I started crying, and I don't know, you guys. It's just, it's sad. You know, like I said, I have several different emotions. I feel like we failed him. You know, we didn't do the best that we could have done. We didn't do enough research. I don't think we did as much as we could have. We didn't spend enough time with him. We never socialized him with the dogs. We always kept them separate. I don't know if that would have helped. And I feel bad, you know, that we accepted him and that we've had him and that we, you know, I don't know. I'm disappointed in ourselves. I'm not blaming it on anybody. And Lou is sad now, and it's going to be really hard today. And I haven't gone in there and started cleaning out anything yet and packaging anything up because we still got time. But I don't know, y'all. I have mixed emotions about it. Yeah. So, and then, you know, that day I told y'all he bit me a couple times. I don't think he was even biting me. I think he was just, you know, curious and nibbling, you know, just like checking me out. And I don't know. I guess we're not bunny people or not loving it. I don't know. It's just, you can question so many things. I'm just disappointed in everything and how it kind of worked out. But I told Lou, she's like, I'm going to miss him and I'm not going to see him anymore. And I was like, well, maybe we can get the lady's number and she could send us pictures of him and tell us how he's doing. But I don't know if that's going to make things harder for him or for her. I don't know if we just need to let go and, you know, not worry about him anymore, but, you know, or what if we go to this house tonight and we don't like the people or we don't think it's a good home for him, or I'm just nervous and I'm anxious. I also feel bad because my husband was the one that was saying no to getting a bunny. And I was like, yes. And I'm the one that convinced him. And I really didn't do anything to really, you know, work with the bunny. So I feel bad. I do. It's never easy rehoming an animal. And this brings back some memories. We had 2 dogs. One of them was my husband's when I met him. And then he surprised me with a dog one day after we'd moved in together. And then we had the boys. They're 16 months apart. So we, you know, 2 little ones back to back. And they, we had to drop them off and find a new home for them. And it was one of the saddest things I've probably ever had to go through. Yeah. So I don't want to do it, but I know we've got to. It's our responsibility. So, and maybe we are doing the right thing, you know, giving him a new home. And I'm so glad they have a bunny. That makes me feel really good. So wish me well. You know, tonight's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. So we're going to pick up my mother-in-law first, and she's going to go over there with us. I figure we'll just have Oreo in the, he's got a little travel carrier that I got for him to take him to the vet. And we'll put him in that, and we'll put him in the back seat of the truck. And then we'll put the hutch And we have a wire cage that he came with, and then all the all the things in the back of the truck. So yeah, but it's gonna be rough, y'all. I don't know if there's any easy way around it. It's just gonna suck. So that's the Oreo update. I learned my lesson. Yeah, I just want all the things, all the pets, all the animals, but you really have to stop and think about it and not let your heart dictate, everything. You really have to think it through. And I've never had a bunny before, and I didn't really think it through and really understand how much work it was going to be. So, all right, let's change subjects, y'all. Let's end this on a happier note. All right, so things that are coming up. Craftibly. Yes, my sweet, sweet Craftibly. They are having a trade show this weekend. It's called Funky Finds. So Funky Finds, I think it's Friday through Sunday. And Michael asked if I wanted to help them out. So I just need to double check with the hubby. But I think I think the only day I can really do it is on Saturday. Because of course, Friday kids have school. I've got to pick up, do all the things. And then Sunday I have my live. Saturday, Lou has a sleepover, slumber birthday party, which those are always drama. They're not here though. It's someone else's house. So good luck with that. And so she's going to be off to go to a slumber party about 6 o'clock on Saturday. So I figured if I go do the trade show, maybe my husband can drop her off at the sleepover. And then, she's good until Sunday morning. And then that way I can kind of just do my thing Saturday. I'll just make sure she's all set up and ready to go before I leave. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I need to double check with him. I haven't really talked to him about it yet. So I kind of just made sure it's all good. Because I don't think we have any other plans this weekend. I do have my live on Sunday, like I said. So you'll definitely come join me. And we'll give away that cute little puppy. I should have shown him, but he's across the room. I don't want to get up. I'm too lazy. All right, I'm going to do another orange color. I love these orange. 740 and 741. Look at these, y'all. They're so pretty. Oh, I'm trying to stand up, see how long I've been going. Look at that. Almost an hour. You'd think I like plan these things, y'all. I'm just like, how long have I been going? And it always feels like about an hour. I mean, I can go on and on with y'all, but we only have an hour, and I don't want y'all to get tired of me. So I think I've updated you on everything I can think of. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me and spending your time with me. Really, really means a lot. More than you know. All of your support. I love you guys so much. Again, if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. There's a little thumbs up button at the bottom of the video. And then if you have not subscribed, if you all are new here and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. It is free. Just click on that subscribe button and then you'll be part of my family. And then there is a notification bell. If you click on that and click all, then you'll get notifications whenever I post up any new videos. All right, I think that's gonna be it. I need to stop diamond painting because I have to click the end button, but I just wanna finish these J's. Let me see if there's anything else I was gonna update y'all on. Again, leave me in the comments an update on y'all. Let me know how you are, what you've been up to, all the things about you. I don't want it to be all about me. So definitely let me know how you are. Okay, this is what we've got so far. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with this section, with this square. Hopefully the lighting was okay. I know it wasn't ideal. There was the sun coming in, but we're gonna work with it. We're just gonna go with it. So, all right, I love y'all so much again. I'm really gonna get out of here for now. I'm gonna go check on Ryan and make sure he's okay. And yeah, and then I'll update you on Oreo when I talk to y'all next time, okay? All right, love y'all so much. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye guys.